With Ryan out of traffic for the next few months, the railroad had one less locomotive to keep rail transport on track. This led to a lot of other locomotives breaking down, getting overworked, and of course, derailments. This was soon getting on the other engine's nerves, especially... Oh god, I fucking hate goods trains! Why not? I do them nearly all the time. They're just too much strain for my axles. And worst of all, coaling shit. Hey, that's supposed to be my line. But yeah, they're just too heavy and too dirty. I prefer passengers. Those freight operations belong to the heavy challengers and big boys only. After all, they're mainly designed for heavy freights. Despite what you've just said, I've pulled passenger trains my entire life. And I pull goods trains nearly as well as the challengers, so I think that you could too. You just don't understand my perspective. And with that, Sophie huffed grumpily away. Goods detail. I'll FEF3s on passenger duties while I'm stuck on this stupid goods. It's a huge atrocity, getting my lovely paintwork dirty. Calm down, Sophie. It's only temporarily. Once Ryan returns to service, you'll be back on passenger duties like you wish, like all the other FEF3s. If I remember correctly, a lot of I know what you're gonna say, Darsh, but back then, rolling stock was lighter. That's why they've been replaced with these modern-day hot-breath and boxcars, so people can transport more goods. Well, wish I can tell you more, Sophie, but it's time for me to go. Remember, you'll soon get used to goods, and you'll be back on passenger duties once Ryan is fixed up and placed back to work. Yeah, well, that's near to impossible. Ryan's overhaul takes nearly half a year. See, this is why I'm not suitable for goods. I'm over hours and hours behind schedule. Oh, please, I want this to be over. I think I might have broken something. Oh. It was 6 a.m. when Sophie finally arrived at her final destination, looking really pissed. But she was also very sleepy. So sleepy that she could hardly open one eye. Thank God it's over. Now I can let the load push me into the yard and I can finally get some sleep.
Sophie, you're several hours late. Why are you so fucking slow?
Don't look at me. I'm not a goods maid. Besides, my sanders aren't working, so I can't pull this all the way.
Whatever. Now that you're here, just take these goddamn boxcars back down the hill, okay?
If you wish, fine. It's not like I wanted to do this shit anyways.
Be careful on the way back. The journey back to Cheyenne is downhill, and this heavy load can throw you clean off the rails.
But Sophie wasn't listening. She was too annoyed for anything else. All she cared about was escaping goods work. You know what? I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna get the job done as quick as I possibly could. Screw the speed limits. Little did Sophie know that trains aren't supposed to go super fast on areas like Dale Creek. By the time she knew, Gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go. Oh shit.
Oh my, what the... Sophie, what is going on?
Ooh, I don't know what happened, but ouch. Sophie had flown off the rails and rolled down the hillside. She luckily only suffered a few dents here and there.
Oh, Sophie, I don't know what Mr. Cow will think when he sees you like this. Speaking of, where's the train?
My train? Oh, no wonder why it felt so light until we crashed. A few hours later, Sophie was winched back up the hill and re-railed. As expected, Mr. Cow was kinda disappointed. I don't know what's been going on with you, Sophie. Everyone's told me about your attitude lately, and now you get into this mess? Yes, I know, sir, and I do apologize. Whew. Sophie, I'm glad you apologized, but next time, please understand. Safety first. Yes, sir. For the rest of the day, Sophie remained inside the roundhouse. She felt very silly indeed, until Darsh pulled into the slot next to her. What's the matter, Sophie? You look quite guilty. Oh, Darsh, I had a careless accident, and I have to stay in the roundhouse until I can get repaired, which will be tomorrow. Don't feel bad, Sophie. At least you didn't end up like our old friend 820. Who's 820? He's an FEF2 locomotive. He was the most conceited steam engines on the Union Pacific back then. This is because he was the first of the FEF2 class built, thus making him feel like a leader of all later FEF locomotives. Little did he care about safety. Everyone tried to warn him, but he accused them for disrespecting the FEF series. We eventually gave up, allowing him his freedom, but his arrogance soon got the better of him. One day, 820 was running light engine actually up to Laramie, not caring about anything but just arriving there. Once he reached Dale Creek, he suddenly lost balance, and it happened. His engineer and fireman both died on impact. 820 laid in the big creek for a few hours. He was eventually brought home the next day, where he was pronounced damaged beyond economical repair and became the first FEF to be scrapped. Oh, he was more careless, so he took more damage. Yeah, if you get into a serious accident again, think more of 820. Thanks, Darsh. No problem, Sophie.